San Jose police say the man shot and killed by officers in Cataldi Park yesterday had just murdered his 9-year-old son.
As Crown 4's Dan Kerman reports, police say he lured officers there to force them to shoot him.
The suspect chose the location and pre-planned a confrontation with officers in order to force them to take his life.
San Jose Police Chief Paul Joseph describing how Sunday's police shooting and killing of a man in Cataldi Park was in fact suicide by cop. But the even more gruesome tragedy was that this man had also killed his 9-year-old son.
I've been a police officer 33 years. I don't ever remember a parent murdering their child so brutally. I mean, I don't remember a lot of homicides, period, as violent and brutal as this one.
At a news conference Monday, the chief said it all began about 3:30 Sunday afternoon when a man called 911 claiming someone was stabbing his 9-year-old son at Cataldi Park. Police say it turns out the 911 caller, now identified as 48-year-old Mateusz Dzierbun of Fremont, had already stabbed his son to death and was simply trying to lure police to the scene to shoot and kill him.
Suicide by cop is a cowardly act, one that draws officers into the suspect's disturbed nightmare, leaving them to carry the burden of that moment for the rest of their lives.
Police say when officers arrived on scene, they found Dzierbun covered in blood, hunched over a bloody child, and armed with a large bloody knife. At this point, police did not know the child was already dead, and efforts to get Dzierbun to drop the knife went unanswered.
Officers realized they could not continue pleading for cooperation with the suspect any longer, as they needed to reach the child victim to provide medical aid. Before a less lethal option could be deployed, the suspect unexpectedly stood up with the knife raised and charged at the officers. The officers discharged their firearms, striking the suspect.
As Dzierbun fell to the ground, officers raced towards the child, only to discover he was already dead and had suffered horrific injuries.
Our hearts are all crushed to see an innocent child robbed of his future, and our condolences go out to his family and everyone that will be forever affected by this incident.
Police say they've had no prior contact with Dzierbun, nor do they have any details on his mental health history. The shooting will now be investigated by the Homicide Unit and the District Attorney's Office. Dan Kerman, Crown 4 News.